Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. Welcome to a brand new episode of Millionaire Man Cave right here on Relationship Entertainment Television, better known as RETV. We appreciate y'all for tuning in because y'all could have chose to be anywhere, but y'all chose to be right here with us on Relationship Entertainment Television on a Tuesday. It's 8 p.m. So make sure y'all are tuned in. Share this with your family, share this with your friends, share this with your mama and them. If you're on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, we appreciate y'all, but we ain't live on Instagram, so I don't know why I said Instagram. But if you're on YouTube, I completely don't know why I said Instagram. But if you're on YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel. So that way you can get notified each and every time a brand new episode of Millionaire Man Cave comes out, as well as the rest of the shows that come on Relationship Entertainment Television. Relationship Entertainment Television is a Black-owned network, so we appreciate your support for watching our shows, whether they live or whether they are actually pre-recorded or whether you go back and watch them later during the week. Whenever you watch them, we appreciate you watching them. But just know that we are live tonight, so you can feel free to comment, send your questions in, all that good stuff about whatever topics we got going on tonight. I know we got a hell of a topic tonight, vacation goals. So make sure y'all let people know that we are talking about vacation goals tonight. But let them know that we still got word to the wise. We got hot topics. We got Black Twitter. We got all that good stuff. And without further ado, I couldn't do this show without the fellas that are on the screen with me. So, we got these fellas as well. My brother from another mother, Millionaire Mike, is in the building. What's going on, Mike?
Rat-a-tat-tat-it. Chilling, man.
I was like, okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Made it in at the last second. I'm here.
So long as you're here, that's all that matters, brother. That's all that matters. How you been feeling this week, Mike?
Doing all right, man. Doing all right. Appreciate it.
Good deal. I did not know, before I go on to Donnell and John, that June is mental health awareness month. I did not know that. Did not know June.
They don't talk about it at all, clearly, because I didn't know
at all. It was an Instagram post that I saw that actually said that exact same thing, that they don't talk about men's mental health awareness month, and that it should be talked about. So they were just saying, it's men's mental health awareness month. And so to be sure to check out men. Y'all know it's also Father's Day weekend coming up, and it's a bunch of other stuff as well. So y'all make sure y'all give y'all love to the fellas. But as always, straight out of the DMV, Mr. Reasonable is in the building, aka Donnell. What's going on, Donnell?
Not much, just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Donnell, low key.
It's like...
How you feeling, Donnell?
I'm good, man.
Gotcha. Okay. And as always, Mr. PC, aka John, is in the building and got a glass in his hand. He ain't got a glass in his hand. What's going on, John?
I'm chilling. Chilling.
That means in about 30, 45 minutes, y'all about to get a clear-cut untruth.
No. I'm sipping tonight, okay? I'm doing something a little different. You know what I'm saying? I went to a bourbon tasting over the last weekend. I learned a little bit. I'm putting it to use now. I'm learning, how to sip bourbon, how to better. Anyway, I'm not gonna say it because I can see Donnell getting riled up already. But
I want to know. So you went to a bourbon tasting?
Yeah, man. You learn the notes of the bourbon. I need to get some water because they actually say you put a little bit of water in there, like just a drop, and it changes the whole taste of the bourbon. It brings out more of the sugars and it changes the whole thing. So.
Gotcha. Yeah. Now, I heard of wine tastings, but I guess if you went to I would say dispensary, a distillery or
no. So this was on my vacation.
Okay.
We'll talk about that a little bit later. But just one of the things that they offered there, they offered on the weekends, and so they set us up. We knocked down 4 different kinds of bourbons, and had a little tasting, a little conversation about it, and it was cool. I learned a lot. So
that's what's up. Yeah, like I said, I'm usually about wine tastings, but I ain't never heard of a bourbon tasting.
It was good thing it wasn't a Seagram's gin tasting.
No, none of that.
Yeah,
I like my liquor brown like my women.
What about a brandy tasting?
No, you know what? Too much sugar in that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it would have been a catastrophe.
It would have been a catastrophe for sure.
was going to say, John, that I had this bourbon or whiskey that I had a couple months ago, and I bought it was a higher end one, and I didn't really like it. But then when I put ice cubes in it, added that little bit of water, it was good. It was funny how it just changed the taste. Yeah, so that's interesting.
Interesting. And so you're supposed to put some water in it and drink it and sip it slow.
Well, it depends on what you're trying to do, right? So if you wanna get drunk, you drink it fast. If you want to taste the complexities of it, then you drink it. You put a little bit, just a dab of water, and you drink it slow. Okay. So, okay.
Gotcha.
And or you can drink it straight from the bottle if that's what you're.
I was about to say, if you want your girl's drawers to fall off, just give her the whole bottle and let her down. Boy.
I mean, she's not gonna drink the bourbon, but you give her something.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
Give her one of them Trulies or something like that.
It's some women out there that's some heavy drinkers, dog. There's some women that can drink some dudes under the table.
I done heard enough black women say they don't do brown liquor to know that I ain't about to get no black woman no brown liquor.
Yeah, okay. That's because they know what brown liquor do to them. That's right. Give them some Henny, some Douce, or something crazy. I know several women that drink brown liquor. That's for sure. That is for sure.
Okay. All right.
I know. I'm drinking. Matter of fact, this is Donnell's. What I'm drinking is Donnell's fault. Yes, what I'm drinking is Donnell's fault.
Apple orchard.
Moonshine that Donnell was supposed to come get like 5 months ago. Now I ain't never seen the moonshine tasting, so I just go ahead and just.
So you couldn't wait. You couldn't wait one more weekend when Donnell come down there to get it.
Hey, this has been. Matter of fact, this is the last of with Donnell. Donnell ordered 2 bottles, and this is the last of that second bottle. From like I don't feel what was that like 6 months ago, Donnell? No, it wasn't that long ago. Hey, whenever it was, this is the last of it. So I never been to a moonshine tasting. So and I did not put no water in no moonshine to water my moonshine down. But it's good. Yo, speaking of Donnell, you got words to the wise?
I got words to the wise.
Uh-oh. He talking about feet tonight, ladies. No, I'm joking.
Ladies. You think you smarter than a man? Let me tell you. If your drawers are loose around the booty part,
what?
We already know them joints 3 days old. Change your daggone underwear.
What? If your drawers,
he said loose booty.
Loose booty.
If your drawers is loose around the booty, either that or your drawers trying to escape your booty.
Mm-hmm. You got the runaway drawers. Runaway.
Exactly.
Runaway drawers. Runaway drawers.
Yo,
if they stretch, they ain't fresh.
That's right.
At all. Them joints is worn out. Let them joints go. Let them joints go, please.
They ready to get up and walk away by themselves.
Wash me. Better yet, wash you is what they saying.
Oh, right.
Runaway draws. Yo, let's go ahead and get into our first commercial tonight because I know we got a lot to talk about. So here we go, right back at you. I know you have some things that I want to talk about. Yeah, right. Commercial.
Welcome to What's Going On? My name is Demita Joe. Each Wednesday, you can find me here at 3 p.m. I'll be over here discussing different things that are going on and try to bring you a boost of positivity for your week because we all need this. We're going to share some feel-good stories. We might find a hometown hero. We may take a look at some trending topic. And sometimes we might even find a lesson in a not-so-warm and fuzzy story if we can. I'm Demita Joe, and I'll see you guys on the next episode right here on What's Going On?
Tune in to Millionaire Man Cave, only on Relationship Entertainment Television, Tuesdays at 8 p.m.
Right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. It is a Tuesday. It is 8 p.m. or a little after 8 p.m. anyway, Eastern time. So we appreciate y'all for tuning in because y'all could have chose to be anywhere, but y'all chose to be right here with us. If you are watching on Facebook, don't forget, share this with your family, share this with your friends. We got a hell of a topic tonight. We got Black Twitter files coming up. We got a bunch of we got topics coming up. We got a bunch of stuff coming up tonight. So make sure you tell your people to tune in. If you are watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel and hit the bell so that way you're notified each and every time a brand new episode of Millionaire Man Cave comes on live. So make sure you put your comments in the chat, share it, all that good stuff as well. We appreciate y'all. Again, Black Owned Network, so we appreciate any support you give. Also, if you have a Roku, you can download the Roku app for RATV and y'all can watch on the Roku, or you can check out the website re-tv.net. So that way you can see all the shows, past, present, and everything in between on retv.net. And then if you got questions, comments, concerns, all that good stuff, info at re-tv.net. Info at it's right there on the screen, people. Just look at it. Info at re-tv.net. I don't think I've forgotten anything else. And just for the hell of it, BDBO. We haven't said that in a while. Hey, Donnell, I know we were talking right before everybody joined Mike and John talk about Bel Air. Y'all ever seen the new Wonder Years joint too?
You know what? I
tried
started
watching
it. I started watching it, but I didn't get very far into it.
Why not?
I like that.
I don't think it's a bad show. I don't know. I gotta circle back to it.
It didn't keep my attention.
Really? You ever watch the original Wonder Years, Mike?
Yeah, I like the original.
But so it's because it's black people, you didn't keep your attention. You so racist. Man.
I actually like the fact that it's a black family better. You know what it reminds me of? The bit of it that I saw. It reminds me of somewhat like Everybody Hates Chris meets the Wonder Years. Like it kind of melds those two together for me.
Okay. It's to me. I agree with you, Mike, to a certain degree. I watch it because one, it's black, even though not everything black is good. But I watch it because it's black. But two, they do have some interesting storylines. But it's not as entertaining to me as the original Wonder Years. In my opinion. I mean, that's just it's just personal preference. The reason I asked that because I know Donnell and I were talking about Bel Air earlier, and Donnell was saying how it wasn't nothing like the original Fresh Prince.
No, I mean they throw a couple of the storylines in there for Bel Air.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely more pro-black than what they was able to do on network television at the time.
Oh, for sure.
And I mean the drug use alone.
Yes.
Yo, Carlton is a straight crackhead. Okay.
Yeah. Don't give it too much away because Donnell ain't seen the whole thing yet. But yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I mean, you see that early on, like the first season that he.
Yeah, but I ain't know if
first
he was
couple episodes.
I ain't know if he was.
No.
Second season. Okay.
No.
Yeah, I haven't watched this season yet. Is it over? Because I wait until it's over.
The second season been over.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been over. It's a good. It's a good show though. Despite everything that Will Smith been through, the show is a good show. And
sure.
I support, even though I don't support what Will Smith did to Chris Rock.
No, not at all. Not at all. Exactly, Mike.
Keep your name. Keep my wife's name
out your mouth.
Out your mouth.
Well, can I put this in hers? No. So, yo, before we get into Black Twitter Files, I gotta give a shout out to my kids. And I know Mike probably gonna do the same for his. I had 2 kids graduate this past weekend, this past Saturday. So to shout out to my son Kashan, shout out to my daughter Sydney. Special shout out to Sydney because she actually gave the commencement speech. Yeah, that was super dope. That was super dope. She was able to give her commencement speech. Wow. And at her school, who was talk about race just a little bit. So the school she goes to is one of the schools in a particular county that I live in that has been known to be a little bit racist and so forth. So
you ain't even had to tell me that because I saw the school shield, like their little symbol.
Really? I ain't paying attention
with the white man on top with the hammer. I was like, yo,
I ain't paying attention to this. I really have not.
Yo, you pull that joint up with the white man with the hammer. I was like, see. Way too.
Yeah, they've been on the news in previous years for some
Yeah.
racism and some blatant racism and stuff like that. But it's dope that
Okay.
she was a part of the first all black student council, which happens to be all female as well. So that was
Wow.
dope as well. Seniors, student council seniors. So that
So
was
she was the president of the student council, or
no, she was actually she was either historian or the secretary, one or the other. But there was another one of her best friends. All five, it was like it's four of them, but all four of them like are best friends. And her best friend was
all black females.
all black females. So I thought that was pretty dope. So I just wanted to give her and as well as my son a shout out. As they both graduated this past Saturday. And I know Mike, your son graduated this upcoming Wednesday, tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow, yep. I am off tomorrow. Thank God. I'm off tomorrow for my son's graduation. He is a graduating senior and will be attending NC State in the fall.
Gotcha. So shout out to Mike's son as well. And shout out to the rest of the seniors that are graduating either last week or this week. And it's crazy because I thought the South was earlier in the season, but it seems like a lot of northern schools have already graduated.
yeah,
and some of the schools in the South has.
my school already graduated.
Yeah,
like a week and a half ago.
but you admin at a private school though, right?
Yeah, but we were late in comparison to some of the other schools.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So shout out to to all the seniors, not just our kids, but shout out to all the seniors. What's going on, Demita? Long time no see. Matter of fact,
Demita Joe.
Exactly. Looking forward to Demita. I'll see Demita in a couple weeks. So looking forward to Demita coming down in a couple weeks. But yeah, shout out to all the seniors who have graduated both high school and college. I do not acknowledge. Somebody said to me the other day, "Yo, why you don't acknowledge 8th graders going to high school?" Because that to me is not a graduation. That is a promotion. You have had a promotion ceremony. You have gone from 8th grade to 9th grade. Sir or ma'am, you did not graduate. And it should not be that big of a celebration because you are supposed to graduate or be promoted from 8th grade to 9th grade. Not everybody makes it out of high school. So that is, to me, a big deal when you make it out of high school and make it out of college.
Look, that's the same thing as my kid going from 3rd grade to 4th grade, or kindergarten to 1st grade. Now, I can't get behind kindergarten graduations. Okay, now if you're doing a kindergarten graduation, you got cap and gown for kindergarten graduation.
How, Sway? Why?
Some people don't make it out, man. Some people don't make it out.
Out of kindergarten,
no, you can't get out of kindergarten.
You never met somebody who had a kindergarten education?
Nope. They usually got a 3rd grade education. They at least get a 3rd grade.
Yeah, I'm sure Trump at least made it to 3rd grade.
At least 3rd grade. I think he got 4th grade education, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
I think he got 4th grade.
Man, that Jones is crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, how people do it though, when they be throwing big parties. Yo, my baby just graduated from kindergarten going to 1st grade, and we throw a big old party. Okay.
I know we ain't there yet, but did y'all see that picture of that little girl sleeping at her kindergarten graduation?
Yes. She just like kicked back.
They must have been partying hard the night before, son. They was getting it in.
Yes.
So the memes, I guess,
she had her little heels on, and she like kicked back at her.
The memes are showing like this one girl who's like, upright and poised, and then the one that sleep, and they have like all these funny captions for the difference between the two. A lot of them are HBCU related.
Comparing HBCUs one to another, yeah.
All
social media. Speaking of social media, let's get into our Black Twitter files for tonight. What we got on Black? That kid was it? Yeah. What are we doing for Black Twitter files tonight, my man John? What we got?
Black Twitter. I mean, you know what I'm saying. The internet been on fire. There's been a lot going on. I'm gonna start with something that's not Black specific first, because it was crazy to me. Did y'all hear about the highway in Philadelphia that caught on fire?
Yo, so I seen the dude. Speaking of social media, I seen the dude say Philly is just all tore up all already. He was like, "We lost the World Series, we lost the Super Bowl, we lost the basketball, and now our highways are falling apart." So yeah,
that's crazy. So they jump. So they don't even know. They don't even know when they gonna be able to get that highway back.
And this is the second time. We did it in 2017 as well.
Oh wow, I forgot that.
Yeah,
I forgot
2017.
Right.
I think it was the same stretch of highway actually
Crazy.
had either like collapsed or something. I don't know what happened in 2017. But that same stretch happened to collapse in 2017, and now once again in 2023.
Yeah.
So fire. Like, how does a road catch on fire?
Yeah,
So
it was a tanker. Tanker truck.
Tanker truck ran into it. It caught fire. They say that the support beams actually weaken with the fire. Like the beams that are actually in the concrete, something like that. It supposedly weakens, and once it weakens, it just dropped the whole thing down.
Wow,
that jump crazy.
It's not like DC where it just collapsed on its own.
That's right. You're right. Our joint just fall apart. You touch it and it chip off. Like,
that's that good old government that takes care of stuff in DC.
That's right. But yeah, man, that joint was crazy. But beyond that, okay, probably the craziest thing that I heard in the past week, and I came across, made me a little sick, was apparently Khalees, the singer Khalees. You know, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Khalees, you know what I'm saying? Crazy Nas ex Khalees is apparently dating Bill Murray.
How, Sway?
72-year-old bag
Bill Murray.
He's 72?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I think he's 72.
Okay, but this is what this says to me, okay? It just goes to show how crazy Khalees is. You know what I'm saying? Because we all knew she was a little touched. You know what I'm saying? Nas told us about it. She was yelling on her album. You know, she was like, I hate you so much. Right. So, you know, we knew she was a little touched. You know what I'm saying? I saw a video of her out in her garden, like, you know, with an axe cutting wood or whatever.
I know she got a whole farm because she grow weeds. She
got a whole farm.
Vegetables. Yeah. She grow
it all.
Stuff. Yeah.
She cook. She like be cooking outside and stuff like that. She wanted to be a chef. And she got into the music business, and so I think, you know, that kind of messed up her head a little bit, but yeah, man. So apparently they dating. And,
so answer me this though. Could you be mad at Bill Murray? I said Bill Murray. Bill Murray, if she looked like that.
I ain't
mad at Bill Murray.
Could you be mad?
Mad at Bill?
She looked
Bill
like
Murray. Look, Bill Murray is winning. Okay,
very much so.
He might not make it to his next birthday, but he's winning right now. Okay?
That's her odd combination. I really want to know. I really want to know how they got together though. Like, did he approach her, or did she approach him, or was it a weed smoking session? And they just, you know, because you know weed make you horny. So maybe they were smoking weed together. They both got horny, and one thing led to another.
Part of me wonder if this is real, though. Part of me wonder if this is really real, or whether this is like some publicity stunt. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with the publicity stunt.
No. I mean, Anna Nicole Smith. Everybody got on Anna Nicole Smith back in the day because she was dating a billionaire who was old as hell.
Yeah.
Now Bill Murray ain't no billionaire, but he got bread.
He got loot. And you know what? And we didn't talk about this before. But we also have Robert De Niro, who got another baby, and
Al Pacino.
And Al Pacino. Both got kids on the way with younger women. So, I mean, it's something going on. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I think it is? We've had this conversation before. We've heard this talked about a lot. Like these young women who want some dude to take care of them.
Okay.
And you know, that's what it is. They find a dude to take care of them, whether it be Nick Cannon or Bill Murray.
Yeah.
And
Nick Cannon's young though. Nick Cannon's only he like
40, but
he'll take care of you.
He also just taking care of them. You know what I'm saying? He hopping from woman to woman. He just taking care of them.
Yeah, he got 50 kids. He gotta take. That's how you get out of paying child support. He like, I take care of you. I'll put you up in this house. I'll do this, that, and the third. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. So answer me this. I know we all married and so forth, but let's say just y'all, y'all were single. Could you see yourself dating somebody, 20, 30 years younger than you?
It's funny you say that. So they're
like, hell yeah.
So I saw a meme that said that the ideal age for a man to marry is 10 years younger than his age.
Okay.
I can see that. I can see that because they say what they say is women are more mature than men. So, or they mature
Right.
faster than men. So technically, if she's 10 years younger, then she's technically on the level of however you're older. 10 years. So
I disagree. I work with people 10 years younger than me, and they dumb as hell. And it's not.
True.
And it's like I look at them and I'm like, yo, you don't know this very basic thing. Like, it's literally the only reason why that would make sense is if you wanted to be the one that was like in control all the time.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. Yo, speaking of in control, and I ain't forget that question. So this weekend I'm gonna change subject right quick. We got to figure this one out. Me, my brother-in-law, and Black was over here too. We had to figure this one out. So we were setting up for the graduation party this past weekend, and my neighbor, a couple doors down, was out there cutting the grass, and it wasn't the husband; it was the wife. She was out there literally pushing the lawnmower, cutting the grass. 2 days later, she out there doing it again. So we out there like, yo,
Miss Parker.
Mind you, the husband was just standing in the driveway watching. We were trying to figure out, yo, what did he do in order to get her to do manual labor around the house?
White.
No, she is Indian. She Indian.
Okay, because I was going to say, since I moved in the South, since I moved to North Carolina, I have seen like older white women cutting grass.
Really?
Like on several occasions, like just driving around, and you would see somebody on a riding mower. I haven't seen them on a push mower yet.
I seen the push. I ain't seen it
on a riding mower, and it'd be like an older white lady.
Gotcha.
I mean, it is a very cathartic thing. You know what I'm saying? It's very much it could be a happy place depending on your personality.
Yeah, I know somebody who does it who's black, and they say they do it, but they don't. I can't speak on the situation because I don't know the situation currently. But they say they used to do it because for exercise, and it used to help them clear their mind. But old boy was in the driveway just standing there looking at her. So I was just like, yo, like, we was dumbfounded. We was all trying to figure out, and Black came over.
She probably said she ain't like the way it looks. So he was like, you go out there and do it
now. Of course, when Black came over, Black was like, yo, we being too damn easy on our women. This dude got his wife out there cutting the grass.
That's what I would have did. If she said she ain't like it, I'd be like, you go out there and do it then.
Go out there and do
it better.
Go out there and do it your damn.
Let me see you do it better.
Yo, but back to my original question. Donnell answered. Donnell said yes, he would. So could y'all see yourself dating somebody 20, 30 years younger than y'all?
I could.
I
definitely could. I mean, I'm 50. Well, I'll be 50 this year. So you talking 30 for me. I mean, yeah.
30 year, but 30-year-olds these days, they is crazy. They on a whole nother level.
Agreed.
Stupidity.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
I couldn't do it either. I couldn't do it either. Me personally, don't get me wrong. The body may be nice, but mentally, I would be annoyed and frustrated and aggravated as hell with somebody 20 years younger than me.
Yeah, I mean, okay, Donnell, I see your face, man. This is, let's be honest, like, how much of that can you take before it get old? Like, it just be like, yo,
what?
Why you got me on? You know what I'm saying? No, what I mean is, I don't mean the sex. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like this whole TikTok like generation. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole they live with a lot of like nonsensical ideals and principles. Not all of them, but some.
And then they come home with these damn eyelashes. That's like, oh, we out here, and yeah, they be wanting you to do TikTok dances and it's stupid, silly stuff. Yeah, eventually, like I said, it would aggravate the hell out of me. Eventually,
yeah,
it was just personal.
So you saying someone your age or older don't aggravate the hell out of you either?
That's true, but they don't aggravate me with immaturity. They don't aggravate me. They aggravate. Well,
they don't.
I lie to you not, because we had that conversation.
They don't.
We had that. I would say I lie to you. I take that back. Shut up, Donnell.
So I think that there could be a lot of mature 20 to 30-year-olds out there. Their circumstances or their day-to-day may look a little different, but as long as they're mature,
think about Well, let's think about back to the whole idea, and I think we had this, or y'all had this conversation at some point about like equally yoked. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like somebody who's in their 30s, right? are they at the same place that you are in terms of their like trajectory for
Life.
their life, their business, they work, you know what I'm saying? Like, or what are they bringing the same type of thing to the table? A 30-year-old, let's be honest, a 30-year-old in most cases, not all, in some cases, is not making what a 50-year-old is making. Now it depends on the work, depends on the job, but like they don't also necessarily bring the same thing to the table all the time.
You know, I mean, I don't necessarily.
30 is pretty established to me.
I'm not necessarily, and even if they're not necessarily
These days,
mentally
you know,
is what those mean. So I mean, so I would agree with you to a certain degree, John. However, I do know there are some very established and mentally focused, 30-year-olds. But again, it's just the other stuff for me. That's just me personally. It's the other stuff for me personally.
Yeah. Now, 20-year-old, if we talking about 20-year-olds, I definitely agree with you, John, on
First
that.
off, they can barely drink or vote or
right.
They
can't even look if you too young to rent a car on your own. Nope.
So 25 and up, 25 and up for John. 25 and up for John.
At least 30 is different because you have lived life in your 20s when a lot of people really get out there and do a lot of their stuff is in their 20s, and by the time they hit 30, they ready to start moving to the next level. Gotcha. So that's how I feel.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. When you get 70, you need a strong back. You gonna want that 20-year-old, 20, that 30, no, what? 70, 50-year-old woman.
50, first off, 50-year-old woman ain't got no strong back.
She's stronger than your 50-year-old.
She ain't got no strong back.
70-year-old back.
Look, a 20-year-old woman really ain't got no strong back. If you look at them videos, let's be honest.
They got good knees. Them knees good.
They got good knees, but they ain't got no strong back. And you're not gonna find, if you got a strong back woman, then you got a silver back.
There's a benefit to having a younger woman. That's why them old men be getting.
I guess. I think the younger women just be using them old dudes. In my personal opinion.
In some cases,
I don't know.
I cannot see what Khalees and Dan Bill Murray got in common, other than their money and their celebrity.
I think what's his name? Hugh Hefner.
He said the Hefner.
He had it made.
Oh yeah, he did. I mean, hands down. Think about it. I mean, first of all,
he did.
Man, yes, he did. Let's just say yes, he did. I would have loved that dude one period. Yeah, yes, he did. What else we got, Black Twitter, John?
Oh man, so there's all kinds of stuff going on. So speaking of women taking advantage of men, Zion Williamson.
Oh my God! Yes.
This brother here, I don't even know these. First off, his whole class of NBA people who came in draftees. Thank you. They lunching every last one of them.
Who in his draft class?
The boy who with the gun.
Ja.
What's his name?
Oh, Ja Morant.
Ja Morant.
Okay. I didn't even know. Okay.
Jordan Poole was in his class.
Jordan Poole lunching though?
Oh, Jordan Poole? You mean Jordan Poole who got punched by his teammate and who paid $500,000 for Ice Spice
situation?
Yeah. Okay, luncheon. Yes, luncheon. Yes.
These dudes out here, they doing the biggest nonsense. So,
tell us about Zion.
Is Zion Williamson true though, John? Is his situation actually factual?
I mean, he got his girl pregnant, you know what I'm saying? And then he got a chick on the side. The text messages is out there, but he was giving that chick like $107,000 a month. And
so I just saw that today. What is that about?
Yo, I mean, he was trying to keep her hush money, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Anybody can
107.
anybody can come up with fake text messages, yo. That's why I'm like,
Yeah.
is the text messages really real?
First off, she fake. Everything about her is fake. The top and the bottom. I
She
don't
a
know.
porn star, right?
I don't know.
Like a porn star,
Maybe
something
she
like that?
is, but she got all of the silicone in Silicon Valley in there. Like everything is all fake. Yeah, man. I don't know. The whole thing is mind boggling to me. But
Zion. Yeah, I don't know. And she mad. And she pretty much, from what I heard, she's pretty much just mad because Zion Williamson actually is showing public love to his baby mama.
right.
Apparently he was just
So,
with her. Like
She was the one that was
so.
like, you supposed to move both of us to New Orleans or what?
Yeah, but I mean,
And I'm not supposed to know about it.
She got to know the guy. She thought she was special. Ladies, let me tell you this: you are not. Well, not gonna say you are not special. If you are a side piece, you are not special. If he tells you he is leaving his wife for you, you should not believe him by any stretch of the imagination. Don't do it. So I think that's your stupidity and your fault for believing it. But apparently he was actually sending her stacks of money, supposedly, allegedly.
Hey, there was a post that they were saying, what do cheaters normally say when they get caught?
What do they say?
What?
You said, what do cheaters normally? Come on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they'll say, I don't love her, I love you.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
What else would they say?
I don't know because black men don't cheat, so none of us know.
She's just a friend. Don't forget, she's just a friend. She's just a friend.
You made me do it. You made me cheat.
You made me cheat.
Snap.
You made me cheat. I don't know about all of that, but
You
yeah,
pushed
man,
me to cheating.
I don't.
you wasn't giving me what I needed.
I don't know.
That top piece was lacking.
Still don't know. Still don't know.
He pleaded the fifth. One to the fifth.
Still don't know. Still don't know.
Yeah, man.
I don't know what I would say if I got caught cheating somehow. I mean, I can't even think about that.
You don't, because black men don't cheat, Mike. So,
So look here, but speaking about young black women, okay, let's talk a little bit about Home Depot Bay. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
She was bad too.
Yes, she is bad. You know what I'm saying? She's a student. She's working at Home Depot. They got good benefits. That's what she said. That's why she's working there. But as far as I'm concerned, the idea is I don't really care. Like, it don't matter to me. This is what I'm talking about. Like how established a young woman is in terms of her business, her work. Like, would you date a woman who worked at Home Depot?
So,
would you wife a woman that work at Home Depot?
First of all,
have you ever first of all, before we get there, have you ever ran into a woman at Home Depot who looked like that?
No. I will say that off the top.
No, have not. I have seen some people.
I've seen some decent.
Yeah, some decent ones, but I have not seen any that look like her.
I have not seen that.
Depot. That's the Home Depot girl, Ariana something. I don't know her last name. Ariana Josephine is her name, I believe. Ariana Josephine. No, have not seen anybody who looks like that working at Home Depot. That was the thing, though. So supposedly, people were saying she's too fine to work at Home Depot. I don't believe there's such of a thing. You're not too fine to work at any damn job. If your job pays the bills, it pays the bills, no matter what the hell you work. And she personally said in her post that it is a honest works living, and she would rather do that than have OnlyFans or go out there and do something for money that she would not feel morally, happy with at the end of the day. So
can you be too ugly to work at Hooters?
Yes.
If you can't look, if ain't nobody gonna tip you if you look like you just caught on the Black Lagoon.
Let's be for real. When the last time y'all been to Hooters? It's been a long time. It's a lot of chicks in Hooters that I'd be like, why do you work here? Like, this is Hooters. You should not be here. Like,
you don't even have no Hooters. You ain't got no Hooters.
Like, why? Like, who hired you?
You got neuters. You got
it. Exactly. But y'all do
Like
know who
Bassett
actually
Tall.
who is actually shooting their shot at Home Depot Bay.
No, it was not Shaq. Shaq did not shoot a shot at her.
Yeah, he wasn't shooting his shot.
No, he was just saying that she looked, don't let nobody get you down. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't start nonsense.
He was
So y'all
just
don't believe
being,
Shaq was
yeah,
shooting
he was
the
being
shot?
positive.
So y'all don't believe Shaq
know.
was shooting the shot? No?
I don't believe he was shooting a shot. I don't believe Shaq. Although this is the same
Well, I
dude
believe
Although-
Shaq would hit it.
although that's a 20 years
hook
difference.
up. He did hook up with Hoops for a minute.
Right.
Yeah. And I thought
But
Hoops
she
was
wanted
fly.
him.
She did. Look at her now. Don't nobody know where she at. Who was Hoops? Who was Hoops?
So, yeah, don't
She
nobody.
was
She dated somebody else. Like I forgot,
She
she
did.
dated another celebrity at some point.
I always thought
outside of
she
Flavor
was
Flav.
bad.
Outside of Flavor Flav, she dated somebody else. So
She ain't never. Is she ever
Anybody
date
who dates
Flav, or she
Flavor
just on the show?
Flav is off books for me.
No, that-
Period.
They all about clout. They all about clout. Oh,
Yeah,
what's her
exactly.
name? The girl who started her own jeans company did something to begin with a D. Her name began with a D.
Who started their own
She
jeans?
was also on Flavor of Love.
Delicious.
Oh no.
Delicious.
They don't
Man, no comment. So you telling me when Shaq said to her, "Have a great day, tell all your boyfriends I say hello." He wasn't implying like, "Yo, do you have a boyfriend?" That wasn't his way of finding out if she had a boyfriend.
No.
That wasn't his way of finding out if she had a boyfriend.
No.
Do he need to care? Do he need to care for real? Do he need to care for real?
He don't. At the end of the day,
Now I think that might have been him flirting.
You're right.
That might have been him flirting.
Right. In my opinion, he was flirting. He was trying to see,
Okay.
he was trying to see what the response would be.
But flirting ain't shooting your shot. Flirting is just trying to make you laugh. It's just trying
First
to,
of all, he's
get
too
a smile
smart
out
to
of
do
you.
that in public, so he ain't gonna do it publicly. On
This
Twitter.
wasn't public, was it? This was on her DMs, right?
Was this Twitter? Was it her DM or was this public on like
Well, shit, DMs are public nowadays.
pretty much?
These days.
Pretty
Mhm.
much. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he was shooting the shot. I think he was trying to see how far he can go
Yeah.
before she.
I don't know. What happened to Ty?
What you mean? What happened to me? I'm right here.
Oh, you
Yeah.
froze up. You froze up.
Oh, I did.
Oh, was that me? That might have been
It
me.
might have been,
That might have been
sir. It might have been you. It might have been that drink, that bourbon you got.
That bourbon tasting for the night.
It might have been that bourbon, sir. Because I am right.
Anywho, I'm gonna get one more story, and this was not
Okay.
on my original list of stories, but I think it's worth talking about in relation to the Home Depot Bay and all the conversations we have about relationships. Tia Mari is saying nobody is in her DMs. And I truly wholeheartedly believe that she been thirst trapping for about a year and a half. Okay. And it's a good thing that men ain't out here falling for her nonsense. Now she dated a white dude. She married a white man. Didn't work out for her.
Wait, I thought Tamara
Okay.
was the Tia or Tamara is the one that dated the white dude.
I don't know.
One
of them?
I don't know. One of them dated a white dude. Maybe I'm wrong. They twins. I can't keep up.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
anyway.
One of them did. One of them dated. Yeah, one of them did date.
So
white
anyway, so she's not married anymore. Okay, so she's not married, and for about a year and a half now, she's been on the internet showing all her ass. Okay, like
Where have I
every
been? I
time,
haven't seen this.
every time you turn around, I even saw a video of her trying on clothes, like showing her son, and she's like dancing around with like these skimpy outfits. And I'm like, yo, don't nobody want to see that. You going about this the wrong way, lady. I mean, she's not an unattractive. She's not an unattractive woman.
No,
But-
she's not.
But it's clear that she is thirst trapping out there.
So you wouldn't holler.
And
At Tia, you wouldn't holler at Tia Mowry.
I would have had she not had I not been married, and B, two, if she wasn't trying so hard. You know what I'm saying? Like she's trying real hard, like real hard.
Think about it though, John. I don't know. I don't know if she's necessarily thirst trapping, as you say, but celebrities have to stay relevant. And now that she's not on that show, The Real, no more, what relevancy does she have?
I don't know.
What
She had
relevance? She doesn't have any
She
relevance.
had like a cooking show or something like that. She's on TV.
Where?
One of them. Either her or her sister be on Disney every once in a while. They be on like one of them
I
shows
haven't
on
seen.
Disney.
Well, you got kids. I don't watch Disney. I would say because I haven't seen either her or her sister on TV or done anything in quite some time.
Matter of fact, she just did a whole show on it was either on Disney or on Netflix. It was called Family Reunion, and it was like 3 or 4 seasons of this show called Family Reunion. It's either her or sister.
Oh, with Marlon
The
Wayans.
Family Reunion is good.
No,
I like that show.
Not with Marlon Wayans. Now it had nothing to do with Marlon Wayans.
Family Reunion's got Loretta Devine.
Yeah.
Her, whichever twin it is, I'm not sure which twin.
It's Tia.
Okay, and then like some really tall dude. I don't know his name.
I don't know his name either.
It's a good show though. I like the show.
It's like 3 or 4 seasons of it. So she has a show on Netflix.
I got Netflix, watched Netflix, but they have not seen that show.
So which one was doing the game? Was it Tia?
Tia
as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tia. So Family Reunion ended in 2022. So Family Reunion ended last year. So it went from 2019 to 2022.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So she was I mean, and she been the one I think most out there in terms of like what she's been in, because she was in the Game, you know what I'm saying? Which I like the Game. She was in this show. Like I think she been the one out there doing the most work. Like her sister has not been as much.
Okay.
That's because her sister married to her sister is the one who's actually married to the white dude.
Oh, is it? Okay, I got it backwards.
And actually, her sister played in Family Reunion too. Apparently, I did not know that.
What?
Yeah, her sister. So
maybe a couple episodes or something.
Yeah. I'm looking at her IMDb, and her sister actually she played in the Game too. Did not realize that.
They must have switched off. They might have switched off.
They must have been doing that whole.
They did some Mary-Kate and Ashley stuff.
Right, exactly. They were doing that whole twin switching stuff. Yeah, I didn't know that both of them was in the Game. But honestly, John, I mean that's just my personal opinion. She might be thirst trapper because again, you said she out there showing her whole ass. I ain't seen.
Yeah, I've seen some. I've seen some clips on that. Yeah,
I haven't. But again, celebrities have to keep their name out there. Something, no press is bad press. And other than that, because you fade off into oblivion and nobody ever hears from you again.
Right.
So. She's
trying to stay relevant. You say
that's what I think she's doing. Probably.
Okay.
Probably. I could be wrong, but I think
she's showing her ass. By showing her ass.
Hey, I need you to send me that. Send me that video with her
ass. I mean, you just.
So I think it's just been like skimpy. Yeah, it's just like skimpy outfits or maybe some lingerie once. I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of lingerie, like and I think we talked about this a while ago, Nessa from Bernie Mac. Now she got OnlyFans where she's literally showing her ass, and trying to stay relevant out there. And
she's not relevant. She's not relevant. Actually.
Oh, she's not. But I'm just saying, in comparison to Tia Mowry, there is somebody who's actually really showing their ass on OnlyFans.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I would smash Tia. I don't know if I would smash the other.
Nessa. I forget her name. Damn, Camille Wimbush. That's her name, Camille Wimbush. Yeah.
I would smash Angela Wimbush.
This dude. Yo, speaking of now this is what I meant to ask you about, John. Earlier. Speaking of Angela Wimbush, and I know this is kind of, I don't know if y'all with the whole Anita Baker situation.
Oh no, with her and
what?
And Babyface.
And Babyface.
Yo, she trying it.
She kicked that man off the door.
She dating Babyface or what?
No.
Because her fans. Because of Babyface fans.
Babyface. But see, this. Okay, that is a very important thing. Let's stop.
Enlighten me. Hold on. Enlighten
everybody.
What the hell's going on?
I'm gonna tell a quick story. Okay, so they had a show. I can't remember what the show was. But there was some technical problems with, I guess, the setup.
It was multiple shows.
But there was some technical problems for the setup for Anita Baker's part of the show, which kept the show from happening. And what happened was initially Babyface tweeted out or put out a message saying, I'm sorry to all my fans. They won't let me go on. I can still go on. My show doesn't require this equipment. Blah 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 blah. Right. So the problem is that if you look closely at the way the show is advertised, it's advertised as Anita Baker with Babyface. So it's her, she's the headliner of the show, right? Okay. So But you know, Babyface could really be a headliner on his own. He don't really need to be on a show. They should have just co-headline the show, right? So the problem is that, you know, Anita Baker, and rightfully so, she's Queen Anita. You know what I'm saying? She is a songstress. She is a, you know, if anything will happen to her, it will be a loss for the Black community, for the music community, everything,
for the culture.
But for the culture, for sure. But basically what has happened is that she was like, if I can't go on, you can't go on. This is my show. Oh. Right. And so his fans have been like sending her all kinds of nasty messages, not just dragging her, like literally saying nasty, mean stuff to her specifically. Yo, I just don't understand why people like hold hard and fast to these people who they never met before. Like, I'm not going, you're not going to see me out there, like threatening somebody's life for somebody I ain't never met before. Like,
so I look at it like this, John. So what I've heard is, and what I've seen out there was, there have been several shows in which apparently the sound has not been right on this tour. It's a tour they actually are doing. I know Tiffany's one who's actually seen it when they went to Baltimore. And so because Babyface is the opening act for the tour, you know, they usually test out the sound with the opening act. So by the time the main headliner come on, the headliner got his or her stuff straight. Well, apparently the stuff has not been straight. And so Anita Baker's like, yo, if the simple fact of, if I'm going on time, and if I can't go on time, you need to get up off the stage so I can go on time so we can get the sound right. But the sound has never been right from my understanding for like 3 or 4 shows. And people like John said, Babyface is a headliner of his own. So if you go into the show, no offense, but think about it. How many Anita Baker songs do you know compared to the Babyface songs?
Well, I know a bunch. But...
Right. Probably about the same, actually.
Really? Okay, so think about how many songs Babyface has done for other people as well.
Now that's different. That producing is different.
Because in his concerts, he does some of his songs that he's done for other people. So a lot of people are going to go see Babyface just as much as they're going to go see Anita Baker. So when Babyface only does a 10-minute set, or from my understanding, there was one show which he didn't even go on at all, you're upset and you want your money back. And so people like John said are going after Anita Baker for like, yo, because they heard that she's been giving some backlash, you know, or whatever, saying that he can't go on or he has to cut his set short. So they've been going after her, like John said, giving her verbal threats, a bunch of other stuff. And so she finally was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm done with y'all with threatening me. I'm done with the back and forth. She did throw some shade at Babyface too. I'm not gonna lie. She did some shade at Babyface. I forgot what her exact words were, but she pretty much belittled him and said he wasn't all that. And said that, you know, he pretty much off the tour. And so he helped he handled it like a grown man and said he will give much love to her. He has much respect for her, and sorry that he has to leave the tour, and left it at that.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's a lot of people.
So I had seen over the last few months, I had seen different things about Anita sounding horrible when she sang, but I didn't realize that there was a concert series or show going on with her, and that the sound was messed up.
Yeah,
I just thought she was tripping.
And the crazy part about it was the fact that she was out there throwing shade to Babyface, you know, which part, I guess that's the part that kind of is like crazy to me. And I didn't know that Babyface even had a fan base that was called the Kenny Crazies.
I think she calls them that. I think she calls them the Kenny.
Good morning to the Kenny Crazies who continue to harass.
Yeah, that's what she calls them.
She said she told them, please call off your fans. I have been only kind and supportive of you as my special guest support on my tour. She didn't even say, she said you my special guest and support on my tour. She didn't even say you my opening act. That to me,
but let's be honest, she could have swapped them out with anybody.
She could have. She probably should have. She probably should have, in my opinion. Somebody less popular, in my opinion. She should have. And then what was the point of her saying he hates Beyonce? Like that one I didn't get.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. She's
trying to get the beehive after him.
Just decided she wanted to add stuff.
She was just I just had to throw that one in there right quick. John, you had anything else? My bad. Before we move on.
No, I think we have covered a lot of the internet the last time.
Did y'all know Denver won the finals last night?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can tell you. I can tell you two things about that. One, I didn't care that much, and two, I didn't care that much.
I did see the game. I saw the game.
But wasn't nobody like posting about it either.
Because again, like John said,
because there's not a lot of Denver fans.
That much. No, it is. It is some Denver fans, but Denver is not a top market team. So if it's not a Lakers, if it's not a Knicks, if it's not a Miami, a top market team, then they got. I mean, don't get me wrong. Joker he's been the MVP twice, second MVP. And he's probably the best player in the NBA, but he's not a big name like a LeBron and Steph Curry. So people really don't give them their
because
props.
he's in a smaller market. That's
right,
the only
because
reason.
he's in a smaller market, so they don't get their props like some of these other big market teams. But yes, Denver did win the NBA championship.
What about when Milwaukee won?
They are a smaller market team. Were they getting a lot of props too? I mean, Giannis is over.
Giannis is the only one that got props.
You know what people talking about though? You know what people talking about? Let me show you what people talking about. From the playoffs.
Is this on Black Twitter, John?
It's on Black Twitter, it's on white Twitter, it's on everywhere. Okay. This is what the people talking about right here. Oh wait, gotta show you the right one. Oh, where's that? Stop it!
I wanted Denver to win.
This is what people talking about. They talking about the knit shirt that Dwayne Wade wore at the game. Okay,
that was game 3.
Yeah,
that was 4 games ago. Yeah,
they still memeing this John though, for real. Like they still talking about the knit shirt that he wore at the game. Okay,
his daughter probably made that for him. His daughter probably made that. Leave that man alone. Leave that man. But did you? Okay, before we move on, damn it, I keep more stuff. So I did hear this. So he was on Shannon Sharp show. He was on Shannon Sharp, and he did address the whole 50-50 conversation that Gabrielle Union brought up.
Yeah, I saw that. And
he put himself in that predicament because he told her one time when they was living in Miami. I ain't know they ain't living in Miami no more. But he told her when they was living in Miami that is his house. That is his house. And what he says goes in his house. And she said, okay, that will be the last time that you ever say that shit to me. And from that point on, when they bought that house in LA, he said she made sure that she put her name on that deed that was going to be both of their houses.
I got 50 on it, so you would never say that shit again.
Make sure that he would never say that again. He said that anytime that he does something for her, that she makes sure she chips in. Not only does he pay for the trips, she'll come in and be like, all right, I'm going to upgrade the trip. So that way, I at least throw my money on the trip. So,
Let me tell you something.
Patty Betty.
A 20-year-old younger woman wouldn't have said that.
Right.
You right. You right.
But you know what she would have did? She would have charged everything to your car. She'd be like, charge it! And you broke his hell.
Charge! And you come back and be like, who the hell is the sign all this shit? Is this we was doing all Yeah.
It'd be broke as hell because she don't know nothing about credit. 20, 30-year-old, 20-year-old don't know about credit. They don't know.
Yep, unless you're fixing your credit. Other than that, you know nothing about it. Let's go to commercials so we can get into the topic for tonight.
Hey, it's your girl, Tia Robertson. I'm the host of Entrepreneur Insider. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern for entrepreneurs and news that you need to know about. See you there.
good afternoon, good night, and good morning. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Another episode of Millionaire Man Cave right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. Y'all make sure y'all share this with your family, share this with your friends. We about to get into our topic for tonight, vacation goals. But before we do, one thing we did miss, John, and I don't know if you got this one either, but congratulations to Tyler Perry for reportedly taking over the ownership of BET.
I didn't know that. Wow, I missed that one.
I mean, it was already owned by Tyler Perry anyway, because all of his shit is on BET. Like literally all his shows are on BET.
Madea, it's about to be Madea TV.
I didn't know he actually runs BET Plus. So he was running BET Plus.
I did know that. I didn't
know that. So shout out to Tyler Perry for
that's what's
reported that he will be the new owner of BET going forward. So I guess he beat out Byron Allen. I think 50 Cent and some other people who was out there actually buying for ownership of BET as well. P. Diddy
used to be homeless. Tyler Perry.
Yeah. Oh, that's a major. He has had a major come up, dog. People talk about Tyler Perry, but he has had a major come up in his career. So.
Has anybody ever seen a woman?
Yes, I have seen him with a woman. This is a while ago, and supposedly he does have a son. So. Yeah, he has a son supposedly, and he has been seen with a woman a while ago. I don't know if they still together, but
does it matter? Does it really matter?
It doesn't.
It don't matter, but it kind of matters.
It doesn't.
I mean, he had.
And by the way, it don't have to be a woman. It don't have to be a woman, okay? It don't have to be a woman.
John, we had this conversation last season, bro. We had this conversation last season. You know, let people do what they want to do.
He had a character that did really well with audiences, and he keeps it going. I mean,
I'm not saying anything specifically about his
sexuality.
His sexuality. Okay, I'm just wondering.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I'm sorry. As a heterosexual male, my first comment is, has anyone seen him with a woman? But it could have been, has anyone seen him with a partner? I should step away from my my gender specific view on things. Okay.
Because although it may look like a woman, it
looking like a man. Okay.
You never know.
I mean, because
you never know.
Wanda. Jamie Foxx and Wanda was big.
Yeah.
Shanae Martin was big.
Yeah.
You know.
All you doing is naming black men who dress as women, and that's a bigger issue in the black community.
Robin Williams. You want to throw a white man out there?
Mrs.
Dustin Hoffman. Yeah. Dustin Hoffman and Robin Williams did it.
But see, that's different. I'll tell you why, and this has nothing to do with the topic.
Tom Hanks.
Why that's different?
Tom Hanks had a TV show where he dressed as a woman.
He did.
Yeah,
Bosom Buddy. Come on, see, these are all different though, because this is why I tell you they're different. Is because they were not they were pretending to be women. They were men pretending to be women, not men doing a woman character,
portraying a woman. Gotcha.
Right. They were pretending specifically. Bosom Buddies.
Well, Madea is a masculine ass woman.
But it's still supposed to be a woman.
I don't know how the hell we got here. I was just giving a shout out to Tyler Perry for acquiring BET. Y'all wanted to go left about this man and his sexuality. Shout out to Tyler Perry for acquiring BET. Again, while I may not watch a lot of his shows, because I'm gonna leave it at that. Shout out to him for doing BT. Topic for tonight.
I got respect for Tyler. That's all I'm saying. I got a lot of respect for Tyler.
Topic for tonight.
So tonight's topic is not Tyler Perry, despite how long we've been talking about him. Tonight's topic is vacation goals. Okay, so this is vacation season for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Summer, kids out of school. You know, we starting to think about like what the summer gonna look like, vacations, all that good stuff. And I wanted to talk a little bit about, we talk about, relationship goals. You know what I'm saying? You see people online, you talk about relationship goals and how people also, I think, whether they say it out loud or not, they want to, they have vacation goals. So they see other vacations that other people are taking, and they start to think, well, I want to take a vacation like that. I want to go to the Maldives. I want to go you know, to Hawaii. I want to go this, there, and the other place. And I want to talk to you guys about what you think about, you know, how people post about their vacations, and B, whether you think it hurts or helps other people in relation to their vacation goals in their relationships.
Can I say right quick that this is not what I thought we was talking about tonight?
Oh,
This is not what I thought we was talking about tonight. I thought we was talking about the goals you set to have while you on vacation. Because I can tell you with
well, we can talk about that too. We can talk about that too.
Yeah.
You know
no,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying?
I don't want to pull the topic for tonight.
Well, no. And I'll tell you why I didn't go that route, Ty, because I thought about that, right? Because I don't want to get anybody in the doghouse as it relates to all the things that we love about vacations, i.e., vacation sex. I ain't want to put nobody in a bad place. We can talk about that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all willing to talk about it,
that is
y'all
a
go
goal
ahead.
of mine while I'm on vacation. No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? That is not lost on me, and that don't show up on Instagram or Facebook. But that is a very important piece. So that's a vacation goal as well, and other vacation goals that come along with that. So when you take a vacation, what are you thinking? You know what I'm saying? What are you thinking? What are you hoping for?
But to answer your original question, now I'm gonna stick with the topic in which you actually brought up the first.
That's part of the topic too. I like the spice on that one. You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk about it, go for it.
Spice.
Nah, I don't think so. Vacation goes as far as seeing other people go on vacation and where they go, as far as them posting pictures of. First of all, people do a lot of stuff for attention. And so we never get the real of what really happens in people's lives outside of the good. So I'm gonna post the fact that I'm going on vacation. I'm going to South Africa. I'm going to the Bahamas. I'm going to Jamaica. I'm going to Barbados. I went to Thailand. All of these things that people put out.
These are all places I just went.
I wish. Some of the places I would like to go, I have not actually gone yet. They've been on my list. Tahiti is one of them. Thailand is the other one. But no.
Yeah, I would like to go to Thailand.
Me too.
Exactly. They just legalized weed in Thailand too.
You want to do it? Let's do it.
Hey, man cave. I'm telling you, we're gonna take a man cave trip to Thailand. We're gonna take a man cave trip to one of these.
No, we not. Why not? We not going without our wives to Thailand.
Bangkok.
It's too many lady boys over there. Okay, we going with our
love
spouses.
you long time.
We're not.
Hell no.
I ain't know nothing about that.
Hell no.
I don't know nothing about that. I know that's another one of them subjects I know nothing about.
Look here, Ty. You better research, because if you going to Thailand, you will definitely get bamboozled and hoodwinked.
Whoa. It's like Atlanta?
Oh, yo, it's worse than Atlanta.
Really?
Wow.
That's another one of them subjects I know nothing about, sir. Nothing about. So you have educated me. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. But my point is, people put out.
Hey, look, how you know, John?
Inquiring minds want to know, John.
I ain't never been to Thailand, but I do know the internet enough to know that there are people out there considering themselves lady boys, and you don't want nothing to do with the lady boys.
But there's lady boys here in the United States too.
They don't look like the lady boys over in Thailand.
Yeah.
Okay.
What they look like, John?
They
set up.
They look fine till they open their mouth. And like,
open their mouth. Is that what it is? They opening, John, that you seen?
Oh, come on.
What you showing them, John?
Always take it to the next level.
Hey, y'all brought up Thailand out, as far as lady boys is concerned. But no, I'm saying, but
you said you wanted to go.
That's because I know nothing about it. I know nothing about it.
Yeah, I had not heard about that.
Know nothing about it. So he has just educated me. But no, so people put stuff out there, and honestly, I think it helps to a certain degree, John, to answer your question, because a lot of us we see what we know off of TV, or we know what we see off of TV in most cases. Mm-hmm. So we obviously know a lot of stuff that we see on TV is not factual. Other than that, we would all believe Africa was nothing but jungle. So if it wasn't for other people going over to Africa, if it wasn't for other people going over to Thailand, Tahiti, Bahamas, or whatever, we would have a misconception of what a lot of these places are like. So when I see, Donnell going wherever he's, Aruba, or if I see Mike going wherever Mike's going, and John, you've been wherever you've gone, that lets me know, okay, these places are pretty dope. And I can come back and say, well, Mike, how was this? Donnell, how was this? John, how was this place? So in that case, it helps me make a decision on where I potentially may want to have a goal to potentially go to at the end of the day. So I mean, that's me personally. So it helps me in that sense, John.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, I'll jump in there. I have a friend. I'll put her name out there too, Tasha, that is living her best life and traveling. She's got like this travel program or vacation program. And she goes every damn where. And she's always going on vacation. And I get jealous. I'll be like, I want to go. But, I live through her. And my niece that was on the show once, Brianna, she travels a lot too.
Is that why people don't have kids?
Live through her. Yeah, both of them don't have kids.
Is that why people don't have kids?
Yep. I know that is a reason why people don't have kids.
So I made a mistake. I shouldn't have had kids if I wanted to travel.
No. I think you shouldn't
say
have
that
kids so late in life. I think that's the mistake. You shouldn't have had kids so late, old ass man. Had you had your kids early, had you had your kids early in life, like I did, my kids, like I said, have just graduated high school and have gone on to college. So I still have the rest of my life. So in
4 years, you'll be good.
God willing, the rest of my life, I can still go traveling, and I'm still young. I'm still under 45. So I can still go, travel the world and not have to worry about, a bunch of stuff because my kids are out there doing their own thing at this point.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
My bad.
Unlike me, I got an 11-year-old. John, he's got young children.
John got like
young girl children.
6 and a 9. 6 and a 9.
Yeah.
And Donnell got one on the way.
Whoa. Confession.
Ain't that right, Zion Williamson?
Oh no!
These are my confessions.
Ain't that right, Zion Williamson?
Oh no!
I know said she.
You about to have them in my DMs.
But that's
Don't believe the hype. Woo.
Speaking of Flavor Flav.
So what do y'all say?
Yeah, vacation, man. I mean, yeah, vacations. Like I said, I typically, I don't want to say I get really jealous, but there's that little spark in there. Sometimes I'm like, I wish I could go, and if we as a family unit got our money right, we probably could do it, but we tend to put it towards the kids now, and them bettering their futures. So we don't really put as much into vacations.
Because I was getting ready to ask you that, because I had a conversation with somebody just the other day, and I don't know if this is along the same topic or not, about kids going on vacations. I don't know who the hell. Oh, I know I was talking to. I know exactly who I was talking to. Anyway, about the fact that they don't spend enough time with their wife, because their kids go on vacation with them every single day, every time, every place they go. So, and I was telling them that what me and my wife chose to do a long time ago was we chose to alternate years. So every year it's like, so let's say 2023 is me and my wife, we chose to go on vacation. 2024, we'll do a family vacation. 2025, it's just me and my wife. 2026 is family vacation. So we will alternate every year. So that way it's not like we're taking the kids every single time we potentially go somewhere.
So my situation a little bit different because we actually apparently my wife is all about vacations and we don't know how to do it the right way, like that way. We do it. So we took everybody to Universal, to Orlando for spring break. Then she and I went on a vacation this past weekend. It was just us, like a long weekend.
Okay, there you go.
But then, we also wanted to make sure we took the kids to the beach. You know what I'm saying? They little fun time before they start camps this summer and whatnot. So we actually going to the beach this weekend for a couple of days.
Nice.
Local beach, out in Delaware. So we're going out to Rehoboth for a couple of days. I mean, it's not, the hotel itself is not inexpensive, but the location itself is pretty inexpensive. I mean, like as far as
Compared
like
to.
vacation go, right? Exactly.
Right.
So we're doing that for the summer. The boys, they had a good year. They deserve a little bit of a downtime before they, are doing camp all summer, which is, I mean, it's still downtime for them. But we on the family vacation during the summer for them as well, and that's it for us this summer. But it was great to take that time with just my wife and I because we don't do enough of that. And I think that is something that I look at some people vacation postings, or they going here, there, and everywhere, or whatever. And I'm like, yo, it doesn't take us to go all those different places, but it is important for us to spend that time alone together.
Yeah.
To reconnect, to not like have to worry about. I saw a post. A dad was like, the hardest thing about going on vacation is that when you go on vacation with your kids, you are just watching your kids in a different place.
Pretty much.
Like,
Unless you send them bad boys to kids camp, which,
right.
a lot of the resorts and cruise ships have. You can send them.
Right. So it depends on where you going with them, right? Like, so, vacation goal, right? I think parents should always go to a place where they have included kids club. So you can drop the kids off and they can go do their own thing, whether it be little kids or teen club, like, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, they can go do their own thing on a resort and you don't have to be with them 24 hours a day. And then your day can be either you're going out doing stuff with your spouse or you ain't doing nothing with your spouse. You hanging out in the room the whole time.
Vacation BBBO.
You silly. But the way, in my question, but my thing is, the way to find that out is if I see other people who actually go on vacation. So, for instance, now I don't have young kids anymore, but if I had young kids and I see, John, you and your wife actually take y'all's kids somewhere, and I say, oh, that's a dope place where you taking your kids and y'all been, and I don't know that they have a kids camp, and I can say, John, do they have a kids camp? How was the kids camp? Can I trust it? Will my kids be interested in kids camp? So, in the sense of your first original question, do I think seeing people post stuff on social media kind of help and or ruin? I think it helps, because again, I can then inquire about, this kids camp, was their kids camp worth it? Was there something for my kids to do? For instance, we took our kids 2022, 2021, I think it was, I don't know. We took them to Jamaica. We took them to a resort in Jamaica, and it wasn't that much stuff for our kids to do. They enjoyed themselves. They said they wound up enjoying themselves more than we thought they enjoyed themselves, but it wasn't that much stuff for them to just do. So if y'all had looked at our pictures we posted on social media and was like, yo, how did the kids like that particular resort? I'd have been like, yo, nah, y'all wouldn't want to take your kids there.
You gave them the stuff.
I gave them something. No, they were actually, so in Jamaica, for instance, so if you would have asked me, you'd be like, yo, can kids drink in Jamaica? Yes, they can drink at age 16, but it's really your parents' choice. So in Jamaica, it's legal for kids to drink at age 16 in Jamaica, and they can literally walk into a bar.
That ganja.
They can't do that.
Edibles.
They can do that at 18. They can do that, but at 16, they can actually drink in Jamaica. So if you would have asked me, the resort that you went to, Ty, you and your kids went to, did y'all like it? Yeah, we loved it. Did the kids love it? I think they liked it. Well, they actually told me they loved it. But I would have, I think they liked it. But there wasn't much stuff for them to do outside of a very few activities here and there. So I think it is good to actually take a look to see what people are doing, where they're going, and so forth. Now, I know Tasha that Mike's talking about, she's actually a travel agent. And so, she does help in that sense too. But it helps when you actually see people who have a similar lifestyle as you, do things, can do things.
Yeah.
Right.
So I will say that my wife and I, we try to give our kids experiences. So most of the time when we vacation, we are taking them because we're trying to give them these experiences. We, every now and then, I say every few years, we end up, going out and taking a vacation for ourselves, just the two of us. But for the most part, we vacation with them to try at different places to try to give them those experiences.
Now, I have been known to say, them kids, occasionally when it comes to vacation. Because I mean, right, I'm a little selfish. I'm not gonna lie. When I go on vacation, I do want to be able to vacation by myself. Matter of fact, I went out with a partner of mine the other day. And he was saying that him and his wife went to Vegas and they enjoyed themselves at Vegas. So much so that the wife came back and was like, she wanted to take the kids to Vegas. And he was like, what the hell are kids going to do in Vegas? And I don't agree with him completely. You know, why would you take your kids to Vegas? I would not agree that that's the place that you would necessarily want to take your kids. But he said,
I mean, when me and Ty was hanging out in Vegas, it wasn't nothing happening on the strip that kids need to see.
Not a thing, not a thing in Vegas that your kids
here, take this flyer, kid.
Exactly. They be flicking them cards and you take this exactly right. Drinks and take pictures with the. And I've actually seen people do it in New York. Take pictures with the feather ladies with the feathers on, and I'm like, yo, should your kids really be taking pictures with the ladies with the feathers on? Like
she's a rockette.
If that's what you want to call it, she rocking something, all right.
Shake a tail feather.
Okay. But so I mean, in that sense, I mean, yeah, I think I think that is a way to look at a vacation goal for me. Like if you go somewhere and I see that you've gone somewhere, kids or not, I'm like, yo, how did you like it? What is there to do? Like, for instance, John, where did you go that you went to a whiskey tasting spot on your vacation?
So so we went to a resort in Pennsylvania, but we took the kids to that resort last year.
Okay.
And it's a crazy resort that actually has a zoo on the facilities.
What kind of resort?
Bowling alley, axe throwing. They got the indoor pool, the outdoor pool. They had paintball, a wall, like the wall climbing. They had everything there. Gotcha. So when we went a year ago, to the same place. What'd you say?
Did they have a breakfast?
A what?
Never mind.
A what?
Timing was off. I couldn't hear you either, dog.
Me, yeah. So, but they had all kinds of stuff there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it was a great. So we took the kids a year ago to that same place, and it was great because our boys loved the the zoo. They loved being able to go bowling, going to the pool.
Did they throw axes?
They did not. We did not do that because it was more expensive, and they not old enough to throw the axes.
Really?
But
I went for the first time when I was in Florida a couple weeks ago. My little nephew, who's 10 years old, who actually was 9 at the time, they allowed him to throw axe.
Yeah, not at this place. They ain't gonna do that. Okay. So, but they got to do plenty. They had a merry-go-round at the place. Like, so there's like all kinds of things that's for a family as well. There's a lot of families there even this time when we went, but we went back just as a place for us to kind of go and decompress. You know what I'm saying? So it's a family friendly location, but it was also a place where we felt like we could go and just do us. You know what I'm saying? And that was great. It was great. So
before we go, and let's quickly adjust to the other side of vacation goals. So do you actually set vacation goals when you go on vacation? And I'm not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily have to be sexually related. Do you set vacation goals when you actually go on vacation?
Yes. And that is on purpose because life can get very hectic. You know what I'm saying? Like, your normal life can be a little crazy, and so you try to maximize the time you have when there are no kids around.
Okay. So what kind of vacation goals is that, sir?
Honestly, sleep is a big part of it. Like,
you go on vacation to go to sleep?
Yo, I go on vacation to sleep. If I don't have to get up, no alarm clocks. We ain't got nothing happening first thing in the morning. Maybe we make it to breakfast. Maybe we don't. Like, that is amazing.
Not in a rush to go anywhere. Okay.
Exactly. Like, we ain't got to be out all night. Like, but we can if we want to. Like, right. We went to the casino for 45 minutes. They had a casino at this place too. They got everything.
They had a little bit of everything.
Yeah. So we went to the casino for about 45 minutes. Okay. I lost $14. I was done. I was like, we done, son. We out of here.
What was your game? What was your game?
I was just doing slot machines.
Okay.
So
$14 on slots?
Yeah. I mean, well, I lost. I paid way more than that, but I won
Okay.
And so ultimately we only spent $14 total.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
so we was like,
Well, shit,
So,
I always lose when I go. So.
right, exactly. So the fact that I was only down $14, I was like, we out of here because if we keep playing, we're gonna lose more. So so vacation goal, yes, sex is a vacation goal.
Definitely.
Being able to do, you know what I'm saying? Unfettered, not having to worry about, closing the door,
Multiple times in a day,
Right,
multiple times. We need to, okay. That's definitely my vacation goal.
Yeah, but sleep, man. And just taking time to relax, like not thinking about anything. Like,
Gotcha. Okay. Now, I think you got a vacation coming up this summer. You said vacation goals on your vacation? Like things you want to accomplish, things you want to do. Why, I'm on vacation. Let me do these things.
Nope.
Seriously? You just go and whatever happens, happens?
Yep.
So that I did want to say that because we do a lot of destination vacations, I like it and I don't like it, because I like it because we get to go someplace new, but I don't like it because we try to pack in everything, and seeing all these places and going to do this and do that is specific to that place, that I don't feel, like John was saying, to be able to just relax and kick back and chill. Right.
All reasons to come back again for another time, in my opinion.
But that's also the reason for not planning vacations to like these big places where you got to see everything, right? Like, I understand you want to go to England, you want to see, Big Ben, you want to see all that stuff, but like literally, vacation is supposed to be. I hear that. But what I'm saying is, vacation is supposed to be a relaxing environment.
It is.
And if you constantly on the go, but there's so different kind of vacations, right? But the definition of vacation is actually the word is in there.
Vacate. Get your ass away from your normal life and your normal activity.
And your normal life has what? You doing a whole lot of running around all the time. So why would you go somewhere else to do that shit?
Because in my opinion,
my vacation goes, honestly.
Yo, my wife got mad. Put it this way, my wife got mad at me. We went on a cruise some years ago for my mother's birthday, and everybody got off the ship to go to Cancun, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna stay in the room. I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna order room service on the cruise ship, and I'm vacating.
See, and that's exactly why me and your wife get along, because my ex-wife did the exact same shit when we went on a cruise for the very first time, and I never went on a cruise with her ass after that, because of the fact that I'm like, yo, I'm on vacation. I want to experience shit that I don't normally get to experience at home. I can do this shit at home. I don't get a chance to do this stuff at home.
You got room service at home, Negro?
Yes, I got a wife. No, I'm
Whoa.
but seriously, real talk. So, but there are things you can do, or when you're on vacation or when you're out and about, that you can't do
trouble.
when you at home. So
okay, I feel you.
So I'm like, yo, how often did you get a chance? Like, for instance, I went to South Africa last year, so everybody knows that. How often do you get a chance to go to South Africa? So when I go to South Africa, I want to do the shit that's in South Africa. I don't want to sit in my damn Airbnb or my hotel and be like, yo, I want to sleep. Yes, I'm going to sleep. Yes, I can sleep in. But at the same time, I know if I'm on a limited time schedule, i.e. a week or 2 weeks or whatever the case may be, I know there are certain things that, let me go accomplish certain things while I'm here. Or, as I just mentioned to Mike, an opportunity for me to go, you know what? This place is pretty dope. Let me come back because there's more stuff that we want to do.
Yo, you know what? Honestly, I think that's the difference between a vacation and a trip.
Okay. I never looked at it like that. Okay.
You took a trip. That's not a vacation.
You can take a trip.
All right. I'm with you there.
I get what you're saying. I don't know if I necessarily completely agree.
What's ideal for me, to be honest with you, because I feel like I'm well traveled. You know what I mean? If I can get a poolside with a bar, that way I ain't gotta get out the water with some shades.
Right.
I'm good.
So in my opinion, that's why you should. So, for instance, I like water, so I'm with you down there on that one. So there are certain places that I would go where I would do strictly just that, and there's nothing else for me to do but just that. But if I'm going to somewhere where I have never been, then yeah, I want to
You
experience.
going on a trip? You going on a trip?
To me, it's still
I mean,
vacation.
but I think I do a combination of both. You know what I'm saying? I hang
Yeah.
out amongst the locals. You know what I'm saying? What the locals do.
I tell you what, I'm going to the beach this weekend. You know what my plan is? To sit under the umbrella or the tent at the beach and drink. I ain't going nowhere.
You going to Rehoboth? You don't want to mingle amongst the locals.
All right. I don't be yeah, exactly.
What?
But you know what I'm saying? It's a different kind of trip when you are trying to experience all of the things in that area. You are vacating your home. You are away from your spot, your normal location, but it is in fact a space where you are going to come home more tired than when you left.
So for instance,
That happens a lot. Yeah,
for
that
instance,
happens a lot.
like one of the places that I've been to several times is Jamaica, right? My
Right.
first couple times of going to Jamaica, I wanted to experience this, and this, right? But
You
now
did
when I
all
go
the
to Jamaica,
tours and all of the
Right.
little,
Ochos
excursions.
Rios
now
Falls.
that I've done all of that, now that when I go to Jamaica, like Donnell said, I can sit in the pool, I can sit by the beach, and y'all can go do all that other stuff, and I'm good. I'm still on vacation.
I know we overtime, but I want to say this. If you go to the Maldives or Fuji or any of those places in the South Pacific, are you telling me that you give two shits about what the locals do, or are you there to relax over the water on the hammock or dive out of your room into the water and just chill?
Both because
Depends
I've
on
never,
who I'm with.
Both.
because
Yeah.
I've never experienced it before, and I want to experience what the locals do.
I don't give a shit what the
Right.
locals do
But
in the
at the same
Maldives.
time-
I'm there I paid $7,000 to go and do it.
John, go to Hawaii.
I'm not going. You know what? I will go to the Maldives first because the Hawaii is just as expensive.
Hey, you want to see the locals?
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I
I'm
know.
gonna say Donnell actually put me on this a long time ago. He was like, get with some of the local spots. You don't go overseas to go to McDonald's.
No,
They
you
got
never
it
go
over
there.
there.
I don't go
They
to
got
another
it over
state to go
there,
to the
but
same place
why?
that I do here in
Go
North
to
Carolina.
one of the local
Although
spots.
you should try
That's
McDonald's
nice.
in different places, they got different food in them.
Yo, the best spot in KFC, no matter where you go to in Jamaica, the best spot at KFC. Go to KFC in Jamaica. Jamaica has the best KFCs ever. If you ever go to Jamaica, go to KFC.
It is worth trying the chain places because you get a chance to see what they care most about in those places. Like,
Oh yeah, I went to McDonald's in South Africa, and it is the same pretty much, but the food is a lot better. I will say that the food at McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's here in the United States. Garbage, complete garbage. But go to McDonald's over in another country, and they have different menu items. But I will tell you, the menu items are the same in Jamaica, but the food is a hell of a lot better in Jamaica, and it tastes different.
Who wants
That's because you was high. That's because you was high.
Nobody. No, it was not, Mike.
Rice and
That
peas.
is a known fact. It is you just trust me, Mike. When you ever go to Jamaica, go to KFC. And Donnell, yes, I agree with you. I do want. That's why I said I want local food. If I go to your local spot, I want the local food.
Right.
And usually,
don't forget in Jamaica they pick the
Stripe.
chicken up off the side of the road and cook that joint that morning. Okay.
hey,
They do the same thing in Thailand.
they do a lot more in Thailand than that.
It might be a different type of chicken.
You choking that chicken. Yo, I'm done. It's time for us to go. We are over time. The Millionaire Man Cave right here on Relationship Entertainment Television, better known as RETV. Yo, we will see y'all next week, same place, same time. We're not going on vacation. We out. Peace.